Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Anisha. So in this video we are going to revise your chapter number 10. Okay, we are going to see the summary of your chapter number 10, that is Grassroots Democracy Part 1, which is about governance. So here we are going to understand about the concept governance, and this video is going to be in English, that I'm going to explain the summary in English only. Okay, if you want to listen to Hindi explanation, I have already uploaded. You can check the link in the description. Okay, there you will find a link where or you can directly check the playlist also. Okay, where you will be finding question and answer for class 6 social science. So, and yes, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay, and also do comment how do you find the class. Okay, and if there is any doubt you can ask me in the comment section. So let us start. Introduction to governance. So what is governance? So we are going to understand that. Okay, human beings have always lived in communities which requires rules to maintain order. See, we human beings have always been living in communities, societies, isn't it, together. We cannot live alone. So, and in order to live in that community harmoniously, okay, we require rules, okay, to maintain order. Otherwise what will happen if there are no rules and regulations? The situation where this large number of people live together, there can be disagreement, there can be disorder, isn't it? So rules become necessary to maintain order and harmony in the society. And yes, if you want to listen to the detailed explanation of this chapter, you can again click the link which is given in the description. Okay, you will find the link there. Okay, so here we are going to do a very quick revision. Rules exist at home, school, workplace and society to ensure discipline and fairness. So see, this rule existed not only in the society, it existed at home, at our home, isn't it? In our school, in our workplace, in a society. Why? To ensure discipline and fairness. See, at your home there are certain kind of rules, like you have timing for your eating food, isn't it? Or time to watch TV, or these days as you are using smartphones and laptops and all, tablets and all, then you will be having time to use such things also, and you'll be having time to play. You cannot go outside and play at night, isn't it? So for everything you have a time, proper time, and that time has been fixed through rules, isn't it? If you do not follow rules, then what will happen? Again in the family there will be chaos, and there will be again disagreement among the members. So it is always necessary to keep rules. And in school, see, you are being asked to come to school every day without fail, but in case if you are sick you can take leave. But there is, like in most of the school, we have 75% of the attendance is necessary, isn't it? So this is one rule. If such rule was not existed, then what will happen? Half of the children will not come to school. And again there is another rule, that while coming to school you have to come clean and tidy, wearing uniforms, isn't it? And you should be obeying properly, behaving properly with the teacher, listen to their lecture properly. So these are all rules and regulation, and you cannot go out from the class simply if you wanted to go. There are hours to go, isn't it? There are breaks where you can go outside. So there are certain rules, and these are necessary to ensure discipline. So just like that in workplace also, okay, where you're working, for example in your school only your teachers, for teachers it is their workplace, isn't it? So there they are also following certain kind of rules, isn't it? So these rules are very much necessary. I hope you have understood. Next, governance is the process of making and implementing rules. So this term governance that we are going to understand here, this is the process, okay, it is the process of making and implementing rule. Like this is the process of like taking decisions, organizing the society's life with different sets of rules and ensuring that they are followed. That is called governance, means process of making and implementing rules, as well as ensuring that whether those rules are followed or not. So the next term we have is the government. So don't get confused with these two terms. Okay, one is governance and another is government. Governance is the process of making the set of rules and implementing them, isn't it? And here government is the system, okay, is the system or group of individuals responsible for governance. So for completion of this governance, in order to follow this governance, this government is the system, okay, or a group of individuals who are there responsible. Like there are again separate institution under this government also, okay, that we are going to learn here. Like we have a different levels of government, okay, we have different organs of government. So each of them have their own set of works to do, isn't it? And they are going to, a group of individual, a group will be responsible for making rules, another group will be again responsible for implementing rules. About that we are going to, that is what we have learned in this chapter. Okay, so here we are doing a very quick summary. And yes, example, okay, for this governance and government as an example. See, if there were no traffic rules, roads would become chaotic, leading to accident and disorder. See, suppose if there was no traffic rule being followed in the route, then what will happen? The roads will be all chaotic, like the vehicles will come from different directions, isn't it? There will be no proper rules. The vehicle will also start driving from the footpath, and what will happen? That will lead to accident and disorder. Like in your book you have one image is given, two images are given in your page number 151, as we have discussed in our class also. That, see, in that two image, in one of the image, the traffic rule has been followed very properly, and another they don't follow the traffic rule. So see there how much disorder and chaotic it is, isn't it? And there will be traffic jams and all, like no proper order will be there. So that is why it is necessary to follow rules. So here we are talking, here this is just an example for in regarding of traffic rules only. Okay, so like that we have another rule, for example, while driving two-wheelers, isn't it? While driving bikes or scooty or anything, what is the rule? You need to wear helmet, isn't it? If you don't wear helmet, then you are being fined, and it is for your own safety only. And why you are being fined? So that from next time you will not forget to wear that helmet. Because suppose if you got into accident and all, that there will be at least some safety if you have wore your helmet, isn't it? Your head will be, your head will not be severely damaged if you have wore helmet. But in case if you are not wearing helmet, then severely your head will be damaged. And if once our head has been damaged, there are so many complicated surgeries and all that will go on, isn't it? So that was another example only. Okay, so that is why it is always safe to wear helmet. All right, not only the driver, the two person who are sitting in that two-wheeler, both of them should wear helmet, isn't it? So the three organs of government. Now let us understand about the three organs of government. A government functions through three main branches. So what are they? Let us see. The first one is legislature, that is the law making body, the who are responsible to make the law. Okay, for example, here they make new laws and updates or remove outdated one. So see, regarding rules and all rules and regulations or these things also, you need to update the outdated one and you need to make new laws also. Here they have given the example of that cyber crime. Okay, where we are going to see about that. So in India, laws are being made by elected representative in the parliament, that is by Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and state assembly, that is the Vidhan Sabha. So in India, these laws are being made by the elected representative, one you have elected, isn't it? And who is the leader of the parliament? That is, for example, the prime minister here, isn't it? So again, see, in parliament what do we have? We have two houses, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, about which you will learn in more detail in your higher classes. Okay, and for the state assembly, what we call Vidhan Sabha, where you have the member of legislative assembly, that is the MLA, isn't it? So they are the one who are responsible to make new laws. All right, so they are going to discuss about it, they are going to pass in both the houses. Okay, in Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha, and it is not that very easy to make new laws, like there are certain procedure, okay, that they are going to follow again, about which you will again learn in your higher classes in detail. So as for now, what you need to understand, that in India, laws are being made by the elected representative in the parliament, that is the two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and the state assembly, which we call Vidhan Sabha. All right, next we have our executive. This is the law implementing body, so the one who will make sure that the rules have been properly followed or not. Okay, and shows that the laws are executed properly. Those laws are executed properly, and this includes the president, prime minister, chief ministers, and government officials. See, in government officials, for example, the police traffic, thus I have given you the example before, isn't it? If you didn't wear helmet, then what will happen? You will be fined. So that means you are not following the rule, and the traffic police is catching you, isn't it? So the traffic police will come under this government official, isn't it? So just like that, if you don't follow any of the law, if you have committed any crime, the police are the one who are going to detain you to jail, isn't it? And after that you'll be getting punishment. And who is the one who is going to say what punishment you'll be getting? That is the third organ that we are going to learn, that is the judiciary. And yes, here the three organs of government, just like in our human body we have our organs which are very much important, like we have kidney, we have stomach, isn't it? We have our heart, so which has been necessary for in order to run our body properly. So just like that, in society also these organs are very much important, okay, in order to run the society in a proper order. See, the third one is the judiciary, the law interpreting body. So they are the one who will be seeing whether the laws are being properly followed, decides whether laws have been broken, and ensures justice. So this body are the one who will be deciding whether laws are being proper or broken or ensure and they ensure justice. For example, they will see whether the person which has been brought to the court have really committed the crime or not. If yes, then they will be ensuring justice, okay. For example, here in your book, as they have given the example for crime branch, okay, that is like these days, sorry, not crime branch, it is cyber crime, okay, cyber crime. So here, see, before this cyber crime it doesn't occur, so there were no rules regarding it. But in the recent time this has been occurred and it has been very frequent, isn't it? And these days there are so many digital arrest and or money, like you are being scammed, isn't it? Like the hackers will be sending you some kind of link, and if you click that, they are going to access your OTP and everything, and suddenly money has been deducted from your accounts, isn't it? From your parents' accounts. You can ask to parents also, isn't it? And this day, whenever you call anyone, you see there is a voice giving you information about if you get any unknown call from stating that they are from the bank or from police or from court, don't answer them immediately. Dial some number has been given and you have to dial that number, isn't it? And make sure that you are not being scammed. So why this is happening? Because these online fraudings and all, these are increasing day by day. As everything has been digitalized in today's date because of the technological advancement, so these rules regarding these cyber crime and all has become very necessary, okay. So here first, if anyone have taken your money, okay, have robbed your money through online, then what happened? We call them as cybercrime, and you will be again reporting it, isn't it? And now you'll be going to, like, suppose for example, you'll be going to court, and that person who have taken your money has been caught, and he or she will be first they are going to see whether he or she have really committed that crime or not, and if yes, they will ensure justice. And now justice is given to whom? To you, isn't it? Because your money has been lost. So that person who have committed the crime will also be asked to pay some amount of fines, and also they will be given punishment. So in this way, these three organs of government, they work together, okay. So this includes courts, Supreme Court, high courts and lower courts, and they can review law and government against action to check fairness. See, again, this judiciary have a special power, that is to review, that is we call judicial review, okay, about which you will again learn in your higher classes. So here what they have is that like the legislature will be making law, isn't it? For example, legislature is making some kind of law, making one law, and it has been passed by both the houses, that is the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Now they are going to implement that law. So judiciary have the power to check whether that rule which they have passed is really for the welfare of the people or not, or if it is hampering the growth of the people or the development of the people, or if it is going to provide any kind of problem to the people, then this judiciary have the right to declare that very rule null and void, okay. That is why they have the power to review laws and government action to check fairness, okay. Otherwise what will happen? If such thing is not present, then the legislature will make whatever rules it will like it will be making rules on behalf of where they will be more profited, isn't it? And they will be not thinking about the people. So this kind of checks and balance, term checks and balance we are going to learn, okay, is there because in order to prohibit such kind of action, okay. So here example, a cyber criminal steals money online, so which I have given you example, okay, cyber criminal steals money online, and next what happened, legislature passed a cyber crime law. So legislature is the one who passed this cyber crime law, isn't it? And now executive, this police and government catches and punish the criminal. They are going to catch and punish the criminal, the one who have committed that crime or the one who have stealed that money online from a person. And now what happens, the role of judiciary will come and they will decide if the person is really guilty and determine the punishment. So I hope you are cleared now. So next we have the separation of power, about which I was talking you, that the concept of checks and balance, okay. So each branch of government have a separate role but work together. This branch of government, they have a separate role, okay, they have a separate work to do but they work together. How? They prevent abuse of power through a system of checks and balance, like the judicial have the power of judicial review in order to prevent the checks and balance, isn't it? Sorry, in order to prevent the abuse of power. So what do they maintain? Checks and balance. They are keeping a check on them and they are balancing it, isn't it? So like otherwise what will happen, your politicians and all, they are going to abuse the power which they have got and they are not going to work for the welfare of the people. But as they are being checked upon, what they are going to ensure, they are going to ensure that they are really working for the welfare of the people, okay. So for this checks and balance is for that purpose only, okay. Even though there is separation of power, again they are going to work together, they have a separate role, but still they are, in order to prevent this abuse of power, they have a system of checks and balance. So example here, if executive, okay, if any of the executive, that is any of the government official, okay, misuse power, the judiciary court can stop them. So judiciary have the power to stop them, they can review it and they can stop it. So now let us see about the 3 levels of government. The first, government operates at 3 levels in India. The first is that we have our local government, isn't it? So let us see about them. Local government, towns or village level, like we have learned in our chapter 11 and 12, isn't it? Urban local government, the Panchayati Raj, urban local bodies. So they handle local issue like water supply, sanitations and roads, this local government. Second, see, under local government again we have the Panchayat, that is the village, okay, and municipalities, that is town, manages local governance. And why this local governance is important? In order to bring development from the base level. From otherwise what will happen, if you like wait everything for the central government to do all the work for you, you will be facing so many problems and there will be hamper in the developmental process, isn't it? So this local government, this empowers the citizens also, the local people come and participate, isn't it? They participate in the decision making. So that is why it is necessary. So second, we have the state government, that is the state level, okay. Here who are included over here? They handles police, health, education, agriculture and law and order within a state. So they are going to handle within a state, and this has been led by chief minister, CM and governor, okay. Next we have your central government, that is at the national level, third one. So they are the one who are again, they manages defense, foreign policy, currency, railways and national security. Means overall they are going to see about the defense of whole of the country, the foreign policy, the currency of all the railway lines and the national security. They are going to work on big projects, like big things, okay. They are also again more responsible, all right. So these have been led by president and prime minister. Next let us see. Okay, example, let us see one example here. If a flood occurs, see how these 3 level of government are going to work, okay. They are going to make you understand about it. If in case any flood occur in an area, okay, then what happened? If the flood is minor, okay, then it will be handled by the local government, handles minor issue. But in case if the floods affects some other area, it is severe, then the state government will come there and send rescue team if the situation worsen. But if it is a minor one, then the state government will not act upon here, only local government will handle it, okay. But in case if that flood is on a massive area, in a major area, okay, then what will happen now? The central government will provide and they will come, they will step in, okay, and they will provide army assistance and relief supplies if the disaster is massive. If the disaster is very much massive, not only in the case of flood, in case of earthquake and all also, okay, same thing applies. If it is minor, then local government will handle it, and if the situation worsen up, state government will step in, and if both of them, if they cannot handle, then who will come next? Central government. Okay, so in this way they work. So next we have democracy and election. So this chapter is all about governance, isn't it? So if you have to you have to understand the democracy and the election. So here democracy, see democracy, all of you know, isn't it, the meaning of democracy, where the people are choose their representative. It is the rule of people, people have the power, isn't it? So democracy, it means rule by the people, derived from the Greek word demos. Demos means people and kratos means power, people's power. All right. So in representative democracy, like in India, we have a representative democracy where we have the power to elect our representative through voting during election. One who have reached the age of 18 and above, they have the power to vote, isn't it? They have the right to vote. So they are the one who are going to elect the representative who make decisions on their behalf. Means in one way we have given our responsibilities, every power to that one representative who is going to work for the betterment of the society, for the welfare of the society and the public. Okay. So India has member of legislature assembly, that is the MLA for the state, okay, where we have that Vidhan Sabha, isn't it, and member of parliament, that is the MPs for the national government. For that means the member of parliament, the parliament house, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. We have two houses again, isn't it, whether you are a member of Lok Sabha or whether you are a member of Rajya Sabha. So in India it operates in that way. Okay. And India is the largest democracy in the world. Why? Because of its high population also. Okay, with around 970 million voters in 2024. So this is according to the latest data that India is the largest democracy in the world. Why? Because of its 970 million voters in the year 2024, because of its high population, isn't it? So example, now let us see. If a class wants a picnic location, a vote is held and the place with the most votes is selected. So this is how democracy works. See here, they are trying to make you understand by giving an example from your own class, okay, like how these elections, everything's work. For example, if your class have decided to go into a picnic, but there are two locations, okay, that is location A and location B. Just let us say location A and location B. So now what are they going to do? How are they going to choose? So teacher will ask the student, whoever wanted to go in this location A. So suppose if there are 25 people here, okay, who have raised hand, 25 students, and there are 15 students who have raised hand for this location B, then who wins here? A. So it means majority wins. So this is how democracy will work. And now what will happen? You will be going to this picnic in this A location. So similarly with these candidates also who are being elected, isn't it, the candidate. For example, candidate A, candidate B. If candidate A won 25 seats and candidate B won 15 seats, what will happen? 15 votes, not seats, 15 votes. Then candidate A will be the winner. That means the majority, where the majority is being heard. Okay, I hope it is clear. So this is how democracy works. So grassroots democracy, the base democracy, the local government, okay, this ensures ordinary citizens participate in decision making at the local level. Like in the Panchayati system, what we have learned that there are Gram Sabha, there are meetings where people used to come together, they discuss problem which they are facing, and they are also trying to bring up one solution, isn't it? So that is the grassroots democracy, okay, not only for village, for the urban local bodies as well. And they have different wards, isn't it, where their meeting will be held. Again, if there is any problem, again they are also going to bring a solution towards it. That means the ordinary citizens, they are coming together and they are participating in the decision making, isn't it, at the local level. So this was the first level of government, isn't it, the local level. And this is very important also, okay, and this strengthens community involvement and self-governance. So because of this, see, the citizens come and participate actively, they participate, isn't it, in the decision making process. So this strengthens the community involvement, the people are more involved over there, and self-governance also. So now let us come to the conclusion. A government is necessary to maintain order, justice and progress in the society. So, a government is necessary, why? To maintain order, justice and progress in any society, that is to have proper order, justice and development in the society. It functions through legislative, executive and judiciary organs. I hope this was clear. And it operates at 3 levels, that is local, state and central, isn't it? Next. Democracy allows citizens to choose their leaders and participate in governance. So, democracy allows its citizens to choose their leaders and also participate in the governance, isn't it? So, with this we have completed the revision of this chapter number 10. Okay. So, in our next class we will see some of your big questions. First, that is the long question which is given in the starting of your book. There are 3 questions, I guess. We are going to discuss that, and thereafter we are going to discuss some extra questions and answer, and followed by objectives, type and fill in the blanks. Okay. And yes, how do you find today's class? What are your thoughts on today's class? Kindly comment down, because when you are giving some kind of feedback in the form of comment, it makes me happy. Okay. And it makes me more motivated also to make more such videos. So your comments are really valuable, and as well as please like, share and subscribe my class as well. Okay. And share with your friends also. So with this, we'll have come to an end of today's class. All of you have a very nice day ahead.